Thank you, Eileen.
Thanks for your help.
Now we're going to bring everybody out for the panel. We're going to bring out all of our presenters, and Victor is going to moderate the panel. And the panel is going to be on having clarity and self-care for 2021. And he's going
Yes.
to lead us into a discussion, and you can find out what makes our presenters move and shake, and where do they come from, and what their beliefs are, and what their values are, and what their suggestions are, and or what their interests are. Again, we are not here to make any medical claims. Please continue to take your medical advice from your physicians and stay on your medication. What we're offering you is alternative information, and you make the proper decision on yourself, mental, physical, spiritually.
And before we bring in our panel members, I'm going to share something that personal experience that my wife and I have gone through over the last few years. We're both well into our 60s, and we both had elderly parents, moms, lost our dads years ago. But the process of caretaking only is as effective as you taking care of yourself. We come into this world wanting to give love to those that we love and to take care of them, to make sure that their final days are comfortable. But if you don't take the time to give yourself relaxation, de-stressing, diffusing, comfort, then you're doing yourself a disservice too. So the greatest service you can give to someone else in the caretaking process is to love yourself through the process. Give yourself that time. It's so, so important. There's an old line from a Moody Blues song from 1970, question. It says, when you stop and think about it, you won't believe it's true that all the love you've been giving has all been meant for you. So give yourself that love while you're caring for those that you love. That's my little 2 cents.
Beautiful. I love that. Hashtag that.
So now we're going to start bringing in the members of the panel. Panel, are you there?
And Vicky gonna pop everybody into the main room.
Yes, everybody's, should we close the rooms? The
They need to be out of their,
playroom, the,
we
okay,
need
the Xavier. Yeah,
and notify them that we are closed, that we need them
okay,
in the main room.
okay,
I'll broadcast it. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
before you move them, just give them a heads up, like a 1 minute heads up or
Right.
2 minute heads up.
Or they can click on leave breakout room and then they can come back to the main session.
Sheri, where would you like me? I'm on the panel. Do I stay here?
Stay right here.
Okay. Just checking.
And for those of you who are caretaking others, one thing, there are many, many groups, especially on Facebook for caretakers. If you just put the word caretaker in your Facebook chat, Facebook rather, in your lookup, you'll find that there are a lot of folks who are taking care of others right now, especially this year with the situation as it stands. And they're there to give mutual support, to support one another in the process of caring for those that we love, either while they're ill or going through transition. And it's so, so important to have that support. Okay, we should have everybody back momentarily, and we will start our panel.
I'm collecting them right now, Victor.
Wonderful.
I'm going into their room. I think there's just one more.
We can label this the Great Collective.
I am.
Hi, Shondell. Welcome.
We need to get started. Whoever's here is here. Let's bring them out to the stage, please. Vicky.
Okay. So we're going to do this one at a time or have the group out as a panel, collective
I
panel?
want them out all on the panel.
Okay. Wakesh, can you bring everybody who's a presenter out onto the main screen?
Yes.
Thank you. And as soon as we have everybody on screen, we're going to begin our panel. And I would ask that you unmute yourselves one by one as I call your names so that we don't have a little bit of a challenge here. We've got a few more people to come out.
Deborah, move Roy.
Got Roy, we need Deborah. We have Julian, I see. Who else? Come on, let's get them all out here. There's Roy. We need Deborah. There's Deborah. Roy, do you have two sessions open? It seems like I see you in two places.
Unmute yourself, Roy. Roy, unmute yourself.
And there's Bobby. We have Bobby now.
Yeah, no, I had my laptop top connected, but that turned itself off, so I had to switch to the phone.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, not a problem.
And now we have Tina. Okay, Tina's in two places as well, and Deborah is in two places as well. Okay, got you. Julian seems to be in two places as well.
This is a powerful panel. So many people are bilocating. That's amazing. Wow.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Very good. So welcome to our panel this afternoon. We're going to be talking about self-care and clarity going into this next year. And I just want to start with a thought that I'm going to ask each of our presenters to comment upon. This is, there's a wonderful gentleman, a inspirational coach and speaker by the name of Brian Tracy. And he said, you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you. And in that, you'll be mastering change rather than allowing change to master you. So on that thought, I'm going to go to our first presenter, Eileen. Eileen, give us your thoughts on clarity and self-care for the 2021 period.
Hi, are you calling on me? I couldn't.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. I love Brian Tracy. I'm a big fan of his. Well, I've always said that it's not what other people are doing to you. It's how you react to what they're doing. And if you want to look at it in the best light, you don't know what a person is going through at that moment in time. And you can't internalize. And a lot of people who are speaking today are empaths, as am I. And it's always a challenge not to internalize other people's, excuse me, shit in your effort to try to help them. And it's also important, that's why I'm very big into stones, to do something, whether it be some sort of anchor that like Tony Robbins talks about, where you do body movement, or what I'm more into, which is wearing certain stones, like black tourmaline, which is a very protective stone, because you don't want to absorb other people's stuff while you're helping them. So, and what that is, especially in relationships, your significant other or even your child, especially during the time of the pandemic, people living on top of each other, might be a little more aggravated or aggravating as usual. And you kind of have to put yourself in their shoes. What are they going through? And almost like mentally remove yourself. If you can visualize yourself looking at it as you're in the audience of a theater, of a play, and try to see what's happening and not become part of this story, then you're going to remain healthy so you can continue to help people instead of being drawn into the abyss yourself.
Wonderful, Eileen. Thank you for sharing that. Jen, Reverend Jen. Unmute, Jen. You have to unmute.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so this whole year we have all been going through an incredible amount of purging through the mind and the body, and we're doing this so we can unite with our spirits and come to this place of sovereignty, come to this place of just empowerment. It really starts with forgiveness. A channeling that I had done about a month or so ago, they told me about the Huna teachings and the healing practices about really, in order for us to move forward and to heal ourselves and to keep us healthy, we not only have to forgive other people, but we really have to work on forgiving ourselves and our judgments towards ourselves and judgments towards others. So we're in this life review. This is what we're in right now. We're trying to look at all of the things that no longer serve us, that take away our harmony, causing disharmony in our bodies, and really tuning into the physical body, because the physical body houses all your emotions. So we need to connect every day, meditate, connect to our bodies, listen to our breath, listen to our bodies, to the very minute detail of information that is coming through our physical bodies, because we are in a profound shift, all of us, and the earth as well. This is all of this clearing that we're doing, and we need to connect with our bodies, connect to our minds, connect to our spirit. That's mind, body, and spirit. If we want to unify and be able to carry this flame of truth and love to the next cycle that we just entered in with the 1221 gateway. So meditate, do your life review, release the pain in the body, connect, understand yourself, what it's telling you, and you're going to bring in this light of awareness. And within that light of awareness, you see the diamond energy that I'm connecting over my head. We're bringing down this diamond energy into our bodies that is helping to purify ourselves. And with that will come freedom. So reviewing the ego, forgiveness. Every day, do a forgiveness to your body. Tell your body that you love it every single day. Blessings,
Wonderful.
my friend.
Thank you so much, Jen. Priestess L, welcome. Tell us what you think about 2020 and clarity and self-help. You have to unmute. You have to unmute. There you go. There you go.
A lot has been said already about health, well-being, understanding of that everything that we're feeling, we're meant to feel, because it's to help us tune into ourselves, because if something hurts, there's a reason for it. So to understand and comprehend and become in alignment with ourselves. But the vibration is becoming so powerful that you don't even always have to understand. You just have to allow yourself to cleanse, let the DNA shift, bring the light of all of it is right through us, right through the Mother Earth, and allow us to clear what no longer serves us. If fears are coming up, fears aren't real, they're an illusion, and how to allow yourself to let those fears dissipate, to step into faith. Because as you step into faith, you're stepping into joy. And that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be joyful and happy. And when you're in that higher vibration, that higher frequency of where we're meant to be, life is limitless and exciting. And that's what we're going to come into. There might be some challenges, and to understand those challenges, how can I say, is to teach us. And just to embrace the now, finding the blessing in the now, living in gratitude. And every moment is precious. You're precious. You're a vibration essence of God's light, your soul essence. We're all beautiful pixels of God's light. And as we cleanse and clear what no longer serves us, the change, shift the vibration, we raise higher, and that's where we're meant to go. We're meant to move into that age of new Aquarius, move into higher states of being, and live a joyous life.
Wonderful, Elle. Thank you so much. Donna Reyna, are you there? I see your picture. I don't see you. Donna Reyna, Donna Reyna. There she goes. Unmute. There you go.
I am.
Please share.
I can't wait to share. I just had a major download. So I'm just coming in here to tell you. The number 52021 is a 5-year. It is about versatility and really choice and traveling and saying yes. So I'm going to give you a personal opportunity. I just had an opportunity to redo a problem I've had in my body and get a shoulder replacement. And it's like uncanny. And they have a titanium ball to put in my shoulder. I've been becoming a bionic woman. People have said to me, oh my God, that's really rash, Donna Reyna. You just need a little nip and tuck and a rotator cuff. But my surgeon says I'm young enough to do it. And I'm doing it because I got the yes. So I want to share with everybody, go for the yes. You have an invitation. If you could possibly say yes this year to 88% that comes your way, your life will be changed. The universe is bringing you gifts.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Donna. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Tina.
Hi, everyone. The life experience. I do believe we have the opportunity to reframe the life experience into a journey of soul progression. If we are disturbed, something is not quite harmonious for our uniqueness. So Ayurvedically, the opportunity there is to go deep into our elemental makeup and to create a life that supports our highest self. Many people do not depart from the conditioned existence, which is like living like a candle in the wind. When things go well, that person might feel happy. And when things go poorly, that person might not be happy. That's a very helpless, vulnerable, reactive life. And it's not one that promotes soul progression. But as we yoke the mind, the body, the spirit, as we purify and tonify our food body sheath, our mind body sheath, our wisdom body sheath, our bliss body sheath, then we can receive every event, even a troll, as a gift. Information, yoga asana, who am I in this situation? If we were never in different situations, we would never get to see different parts of ourselves, and we would not know what we need. So I encourage pursuing path of enlightenment, freedom from the conditioned existence, where we are free to love, we are free to nourish, we are free to enjoy, we are free to offer. Life is very short, and we do have the opportunity to make the most of it.
Thank you so much, Tina. Namaste. Thank you so much. Deborah.
Thank you. Priestess mentioned gratitude, and that is my go-to place when I'm challenged. And I am taking an exam in at the end of January to be a prayer practitioner for the science of mind. If any of you know Ernest Holmes' work, and I help people with their prayers, and rather than begging the universe to give you something, if you affirm that you already have it, you can co-create with that force and power that is there, because we are all one with it. And we need to just recognize that it's already done. We just need to do it in time and space in this dimension. I think we're halfway in the 5th dimension and still going back to the 3rd. But so, yeah, and just when people pray or say they want something, that means they don't have it if they say they want it. But affirming that you've already got it is a good way. And always express gratitude at the end of your prayer. And every time I get in the car and anything that goes wrong, I just look at the trees and say thank you. I'm going in my dream talk today. I'm going to talk about how you incubate a dream too, which is a way of facing a problem.
And that talk will be coming up in a couple of minutes after our panel ends. So everybody, please stick around for Deborah's talk. Royden, and after Royden will be Bobby Wood, Robert Wood. Royden, please unmute.
Okay, unmuted. Now, what will help with the transformational process that we're all going through is a good old practice that Ho'oponopono brings up about clearing yourself by forgiving yourself and for what's going on and taking the onus of whatever is happening in your life instead of saying, okay, blaming the situation. Now, the fundamentals is saying, forgive me, it's saying, I love you, and saying thank you to the situation, and that way clearing the situation from your being.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. Bobby Wood, please unmute. And Julian's up next.
Hello, everyone. Well, as Santa Claus, I would just say give to yourself, have a happy giving spirit. My clarity comes from my meditation, and I said in meditation for an hour or two every day. I couldn't live without it. When you feel the inner peace within your own soul by going there, learn to meditate, learn to find that quiet space in your being, and then you give yourself that clarity, you give yourself the light that you know you are, and all is well. Just be well with yourself and deepen into your self-love and listen, and then you will get everything you need, and then you'll give it to others, and then you'll feel the oneness. Much love.
Bobby, I just want to say that since I met you, I believe in Santa Claus. So thank you very much for that. Thank you so much. Julian Michael.
We got a real one.
And after Julian, it'll be Xavier. Julian.
Yes, I believe in Santa Claus as well, and also believe in Robert Wood, who is Santa Claus. The kahunas say that when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, say thank you. When you put your feet on the ground, say thank you. When you're taking a shower, washing yourself, say thank you. When you go and eat, say thank you. Thank you is grace. Grace is what you're putting out on that day, and whomever, whatever comes to you, whatever happens is part of your grace and your thank you. In regards to you helping others, the book comes to mind, and the person is Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who is a great caretaker on many different levels, and her books on, especially the ones about caregivers, as well as people who are dying. I believe the book is called Death and Dying, is a very powerful one. As we go into 2021, it's so important for us to meditate, pray, and do whatever we can in the morning to connect with spirit, to speak to God, and to know that it's all about the thank you. Blessings.
Thank you, Julian. Xavier, please share with us. Unmute. I'm sorry, unmute.
Can't hear you.
You're still muted. There you
Thanks.
go.
Sorry about that, guys. So we're talking about self-care, right?
Absolutely.
And clarity.
And clarity. Okay, so for me personally, my self-care game has leveled up big time just from the sheer fact of learning some boundaries. Boundaries was something, 2020 was a big year for a lot of folks. We got a lot of truth that came in the air. We got a lot of things that happened that you can't unsee anymore, and some things that you'd rather not ever deal with again, right? And that's in our relationships, that's in our career places, that's in all of those scenarios, right? And so for those of you that are wanting to get that self-care game going, like for real, coming up in the new year, I would invite you to figure out where your boundaries are currently in life. Not so much where they have been before or how you've always done things, right? Because there's been a lot of growth and a lot of changing. We've all gone through some collective rebirthing here. Where a lot of us aren't even the same people anymore, you know? So, I mean, none of us are really, and that's, you know, that's just the thing all around. We're always constantly evolving and changing and all of that, right? But when you put some boundaries in place, it keeps things from spilling out all over the place and from attracting unnecessary variables and things that you'd rather not deal with. Those of you that are coming into 2021 that are really wanting to level up the self-care, I would invite you to learn the word no.
Amen.
No. Use that. That is what you say yes to, you accept into your life, and it is. What you say no to, you say no to.
Thank you, Xavier. And just to add,
yeah.
just to add to what you're saying, it took me a long time to learn that lovingly said, no is a complete sentence. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you to all of our panel members for your wonderful sharing. Deborah DiNicola will be speaking next on dreams. And so I thank you all for your sharing, and may 2021 be a year where we all learn about boundaries, where we all learn about self-care, where we all learn about forgiveness, and remember to love ourselves. Thank you so much, everyone. And now I'm going to ask Wakesh to clear the screen, except for Deborah, and Deborah's going to begin her presentation.
And then we also have Julian that's going to be starting in the playroom in room number 1. Julian just spoke. He's a numerologist who's talking about your soul numbers. So if you want to get started with him, you can join right now. Just put the number 1 in the chat. You don't have to come on into the feed. Just say 1. Just type the word number 1 if you want to go see Julian in the playroom, or stick here for Deborah. Everybody is now available. Everyone who you just met is now available for sessions. If you want to see any one of them, just ask who you want to go see. Chantal, we're going to post